Hey guys, welcome back to the Arihant Online Academy. And here in this session, we are continuing the next session for solution of NTA UGC NET December 2019's Computer Science Paper 2. So guys, in just our previous lecture, we have solved the first 5 questions, and in this lecture, we will continue with the next 5 questions. And likewise, if I get positive response from you, I will try to solve complete paper, right? So guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon button so that we can get at least response from you guys, and on the basis of that, we will try to continue further. So guys, here is a question 6, and for solving this question, it is I will advise you to go through the basic lectures of the digital signatures, which is consisted of my message confidentiality terms, message integrity, message authentication, and what is digital signature, whose link is given in the description section, and it will really help you a lot in order to attempt theoretical questions for UGC NET from this topic, right? So please go through that videos and then solve this question. So the question here is, consider the following statements with network security. The very first is, message confidentiality means the sender and receiver expect privacy. So it is right. Confidentiality itself means that both sender and receiver are expecting privacy. So it is a true statement. Statement second is, message integrity means that data must arrive at the receiver exactly as they were sent. Yes, it is message integrity. Message integrity simply means that message should not be changed in meanwhile while sending from sender to receiver, right? It should not be changed in between them. So it is the message integrity. So it is also true statement. The next one is, message authentication means the receiver is ensured that the message is coming from intended sender. So it's also true, because message authentication itself means authentication. Authentication means the source of our message should be original. It is means, right? So all option 4 is the correct answer. And to learn more about digital signature, please go through our video lectures whose link is given in the description section. The next question here is, match the list 1 with list 2. So guys, for this I will advise you to go through OSI lectures, OSI model lecture, whose link is also mentioned in the description section, and OSI model will help you to understand this topic, right? So let's solve this question. Here is a list 1 and list 2, and we need to match list 1 with list 2. So first one is physical layer, and here are 4 options. Provide token management, no. Concerned with transmitting raw bits over communication channel. So yes, physical layer basically concerned with transmitting raw bits over a communication channel. So A is matching with second. Then transport layer. Transport layer, actually the role of transport layer is true. End to end means to send end to end from source to destination. Suppose it is a source and it is destination, then from end to end delivery of the packet should be there in the transport layer. So B option should be related to fourth option in list 2. Then session layer is there. Session layer basically provide token management service. Session layer provides token management. So C option will go with 1. And then presentation layer is concerned with semantics and syntax of the information transmitted. So option D will go with option 3 in the list 2. So you can match A2, B4, C1 and D2. Option C is the correct. So basically this question is asked from the functionalities of the OSI layers, and whose lecture link is given in the description section. So please go through that, because in each paper of UGC NET, one question definitely they ask from OSI model. So don't miss that. The next question is, consider the following statements. Windows Azure is a cloud-based operating system. The next one is, Google App Engine is an integrated set of online services for consumers to communicate and share with each other. And the third statement is, Amazon CloudFront is a web service for content delivery. So we need to find which of the statement is are true. So Windows Azure is a cloud-based operating system. It is true. I hope you all know. It's in these days news also, Windows Azure. right? So Windows Azure is a cloud-based operating system. It is true. And I find option 3 also true. Amazon CloudFront is a web service for content delivery. It is also true. But option second, Google App Engine is an integrated set of online services for consumer to communicate and share with each other. It is false. So only option 1 and 3 is right. So second option is correct. The next one is, which of the following methods are used to pass any number of parameters to the operating system through system calls? Which of the following methods are used to pass any number of parameters to the operating system through system calls? Option A, registers. Option B, block or table in main memory. Option C, stack. And option D, block in main memory and stack. So basically option D is correct answer. Block in main memory and stack are the methods which are used to pass any number of parameters to operating system through any system call. Basically this is in UGC net theoretical questions are asked many times, around 50 to 60% theoretical questions are asked. They do not require any kind of explanation. This just need the concept understanding and the knowledge of the concept, right? So I do not need to explain here more, because these are the purely theoretical questions, and this UGC net exam is completely basically pure technical exam, but consisted of at least half paper is completely theoretical. So you should have to read the topics in detail, and you should need to know about each and every concept with complete understanding, right? Because these questions are from the December 2019 paper 2. So I hope you are getting that what kind of questions they are asking and what are the chances in upcoming paper also to ask, because in each year they ask this kind of questions, right? The next question here is, let A and B be the base class in C++. A and B are the base classes. Okay. And B be the derived class from A. A and B both are derived class. Both are be the base class. Okay. And B be the derived class from A. So we can assume it like that. B is derived class from A with protective inheritance. B is having derived from A with protective inheritance. Okay. So basically there are three types of protection method, like inheritance. Suppose public method is there, and then private is there, and protective is there. Public inheritance, private inheritance, protective inheritance. In public, any class can access data to its base class, any, right? In private, only its base class can access it, I mean just derived class. And in protective class, depends. So just let's just read the options. Which of the following statement is false for class B? False. We need to find which of the following statement is false. Option A, member class of class B can access protected data of class A. Member function of class B can access protected data of class A. Yes, it is true. Why? Because it is a protective inheritance, so it can access protected data, no problem. Member function of class B, member function of this class B can access public data of class A. Yeah, it is also true, because they can also access public data now, because it is protective. So no problem in accessing their public data, because public data can be accessed by any class. That is why no problem with that also. So it is also true, it is also true. Now option C, member function of class B cannot access private data of class A. It is also true, because it is protective in nature. It is protective inheritance in nature, so it can't access private data of class A. It is true. So remaining option is D. Object of derived class B can access public base class data. No, it is false. Right. So option D is correct answer, because we have asked which of the following option is false. So option D is the correct answer. So guys, I hope the 5 questions which I have discussed with you in this lecture from previous year UGC NET December 2019 computer science paper 2 are completely understanding by you. And if you really want to get the remaining 90 questions explanation also, then please show your response by subscribing our channel, commenting, by interacting with us, and by asking your doubts, queries, and by commenting your real problem with us, so that we can get at least know that you really want to get this kind of lectures in future also, so that we can work on it, right? So guys, if you any kind of doubts or queries, then please comment and I will try to solve them as early as possible. Thank you so much guys, have a very nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.